Scrapbookers, this is Megan and I am back today with round 3 of my homemade kit series that I'm doing with Hannah Lemieux. This time Felicia Young and Christina Sorge is joining us in using our third kit. So for this one, I am going to be using this yellow chevron paper as my background, and I think this layout is probably my favorite from this kit. I've done 5 layouts so far, and so I will post them all throughout this week on Tuesdays. Every Tuesday I will post a layout. Okay, so for this layout I had these 4 photos of my son, my middle son, Brennan, and I, and I just thought they were fun and silly and cute, and I wanted to, at first I was thinking maybe I wanted to just use the one that's on top, but then I really wanted to include the other ones as well. So I'm going to decide to use all 4 of them. Here I cut out this word that says awesome with my silhouette, and it was being kind of stinky because I really need a new blade on my silhouette, and so it didn't cut it that well, which is always very frustrating, but I did buy a new blade, so yay for that. So the story behind these photos is that Brennan, he's my middle son and he really likes baseball, so I signed him up for baseball this year. And the weather where we live is always kind of iffy in the spring. Like it could be really hot one day, and then the next day it could be, freezing cold, or it could be really warm one day and then suddenly it just decides to be really windy and really cold. And so this day he had his I think this was his second baseball game of the season, and I don't even remember when this was. It must have been May. I want to say May. I think his first game was at the beginning of May. And you would think, May, hello, that's summer. It's going to be, really hot. Nope, this day was freezing cold. I told him to bring a jacket, but he was like, Mom, it'll be fine. I'll be so fine. It's not that cold out there. We get there and it's so windy and it gets worse and it gets cloudy. And so by the time we left, like around, I don't even know, 8 or 8:30, it was so super duper cold. So here we are cuddled under a blanket that I had in my car that we spent most of the game huddled under. He was kind of a big wuss that day. Okay, so anyway, after that huge long explanation, here I am deciding to cut out some of this wood grain paper to mat the photo on, the main photo. This is the main photo, the one that I just want to draw your eye to when you look at this layout. So I'm pulling off a couple things from this sheet. I think that is a little banner sticker that says, "We must take adventures to know where we truly belong." So here, I wasn't quite sure where I wanted it, so I used the baking powder tool. I think that's from EK Tools or EK Success, something like that. And it just takes the sticky back off of the sticker. So here I'm trying to decide whether I really want to put those 3 photos down there at the bottom. I'm thinking it needs a little bit of something down there as well. And so I'm going to cut off this polka dotted kind of bluish turquoise paper, and I'm going to use that down there. And I was thinking maybe I would leave a little bit of space at the bottom to put some at the bottom, but I decided not to do it that way. I decided to just to put the photos right against the bottom of the layout. So here I'm just adding some of this black StazOn ink to the edge of those papers. Then I'm thinking, okay, I need another layer, so I thought I could use this washi tape. But then I'm sitting here thinking, that it doesn't really stand out. It's too clear. So I'm going to end up taking that off in a minute. I'm messing with the cut file again. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with it, but I'm certainly doing something. I think I was trying to get all of the stray pieces of paper off. Okay, so here's where I take off the washi tape, and then I am thinking, oh, well, you know what? I could just put it up here. So I'm going to put some up there at the top of the photo, the main photo, and then some at the bottom. And I really like how that looks. So that uses up that strip. Then I'm going to cut off that piece of paper and then put everything back on. And I think this is where I'm going to add some sequins, and let's see what else. I pulled out a couple of the ephemera pieces and just kind of playing around. Here is where I decide, okay, I'm going to use this piece of paper. And this is an Amy Tan, I think it's Rise and Shine paper. So I'm going to ink all the edges on these 3 pieces of paper, and then I'm just going to put them right above the photos. So there, I'm just gluing that layer down, and then I'm going to cut that off. And now I'm going to glue those photos down. And like I said, I really love these photos. It's just fun, I don't know, fun little impromptu photo shoot that we had. Okay, so here I am going to use 3 of these. I don't remember where I got these. I think they're Meggy Holmes. I'm going to use 3 of these gold glitter hearts, and they are going to be in each place of my embellishment clusters. I had this little clip that I thought maybe I could use somewhere, but I didn't end up using it. I'm thinking, okay, I need to put something here in that spot because there's a little line there from where the paper was, but I ended up not liking it. So I'm going to put this gray banner up there with the heart. And I haven't glued that photo down yet, so I think I'm going to do it soon. But I wasn't quite sure if I wanted to pop it up because I was thinking maybe I would pop it up on Pop Dots or, you know, not do that. So finally I decided, okay, I'm just going to glue this down. So now I'm just going to start gluing down or putting down all of these blue sequins, which I kind of go a little bit sequin crazy up there in that top left-hand corner of the photo. I kind of just, add a ton of sequins. I don't know why I did so many. Usually there is a method to my madness, but I don't think there was a method to this madness here. I was just trying to make it look random. But these sequins were really small compared to normal size sequins, and so it was kind of hard to glue them down with the Zots that I was using because they were kind of poking through. You could kind of see the glue on them, so I don't know if it looks very good. You'll have to tell me if it looks okay. So here I'm just gluing down this little cluster. I put the sticker down, the sticker banner, and then also the heart, and now I'm going to put down the sequins. And I believe, so here I pull out my fine line bottle that has my Tombow Aqua adhesive, which is my favorite, absolute favorite liquid glue. If you haven't tried it, you need to. And it's actually a little bit cheaper than the Tombow Mono Glue. I don't know why. I think maybe just because it's a different color or something. And it's in a bigger bottle too. So that's another added plus to the adhesive. Okay, so I'm just using that to glue down this word. And I don't remember if I told you, but I got this word from I believe it was Just Nick, and I believe I will have a link to her website below. I think it's justnick.com or something like that, .ca maybe. I'm going to write that down because I probably will forget to put that in there. Okay, so I glued all that down and then put the heart and the sequins down as well. Let's see, what else am I going to do? I feel like it's almost done. But I have some time left on here, so I don't know what I do. I guess I'm going to add this. I love this little flare badge, and I really like that I added that. That was part of the kit. And then I believe that is going to be it. Oh no, you know what? I do some journaling. So I'm going to come back on here and do some journaling on the left side of the photo. And I am not really in love with this journaling. I kind of screw it up because I was trying to keep it a nice and skinny area, and I wasn't using a ruler. I was just kind of hand drawing the lines, and usually I don't do very bad, but this one, I don't know. Some of the lines are very wonky, so it's kind of frustrating. But let's see, I just wrote, it was freezing at Brennan's second game. Luckily, I had a little blanket in my van. We huddled together under it whenever Brennan wasn't in the outfield. I love these photos of us hanging out on the bleachers. So yeah, that's my journaling, and that is the end of this layout. Stay tuned for some close-up pictures, and I will see you again next week with my second layout in this kit series. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.